Hello everybody. Today we shall learn setting up Expo CLI and running your first Expo project. Expo is a framework and platform for universal React applications. Universal React applications means it will run on iOS, Android and web, and currently it will run on Mac OS and Windows also. It helps you to build and deploy apps for iOS, Android and the web from the same code base. In this tutorial we will cover how to set up Expo CLI and create your first Expo project. Install Node.js. Expo CLI requires Node.js. If you don't have it installed yet, download and install it from Node.js website. Choose the LTS version for stability. There are two versions. You can find two versions. One is LTS version, long time support version, and another is the latest version. Please install the LTS version. Install Expo CLI. Once you have Node.js installed, you can install Expo CLI globally using npm, that is Node Package Manager. Open your terminal and run the following command: npm install -g Expo CLI. This command installs the Expo CLI tool globally on your machine, allowing you to use the Expo command from anywhere. That is important. If you run this command, it will install the Expo command from anywhere. You may not install Expo CLI globally, but in that case you have to write npx expo at the starting of each command every time. Create a new Expo project. Now that you have Expo CLI installed, you can create a new Expo project. Navigate to the directory where you want to create your project and run Expo init my first project. My first project will be the name of your project. Replace my first project with the name you want for your project. You will be prompted to choose a template. You can choose either a blank template or a template with tabs, which includes a navigation setup. I prefer for blank template so that we can learn more from it. For beginners, the blank template is good start. 4. Navigate to your project directory. After the project is created, navigate into your project directory by writing the command on your command prompt on Windows or terminal on Linux or Apple, macOS. cd space cd for change directory space my first expo project or the project name you wrote previously. Start the Expo development server. Start the Expo development server with the following command: npx expo start. If you installed Expo globally, you may not need the npx command before the Expo. Then you can write expo start. This will open a new tab in your default web browser displaying the Expo DevTools. Currently, this process is not available. It won't show any Expo DevTools on the default web browser. Rather, it shows a QR code and some commands on it where you can get some options. It provides you with options to run your project on a physical device or an emulator. For example, you can press A to run the Android on your emulator. Run your project on a device, on a physical device. Install the Expo Go app. For iOS, download Expo Go from App Store, and from Android, download Expo Go from Google Play Store. Please remember to install Expo Go. There is another app called Expo. Don't install it for this purpose. Scan the QR code. In the Expo DevTools in your browser, you will see a QR code. Currently, it will show the QR code on your command prompt or terminal. Open the Expo Go app on your device and use its built-in QR code scanner to scan the code. This is for the Android device, and for iOS device, for example, you are using your iPhone, then click your camera app and it will take you to the app. On emulator or simulator, on iOS simulator, you are on a Mac OS machine with Xcode installed. You can press I in the Expo DevTools to launch iOS simulator. For Android emulator, if you have Android Studio installed and set up, you can press A in the Expo DevTools to launch the Android emulator. I told you before in the previous slide. Edit your project. Your Expo project is now running. Open app.js file, or you may open currently app.tsx, because Expo and React Native is using TypeScript nowadays. And open this file in your project directory with your favorite code editor. In our case, this is Visual Studio Code. You can modify this file to change the content displayed on your app. For example, you can replace the existing code in the app.js with import React from React, import within curly braces text view, tile sheet from React Native. Those are the components and those are the UI materials from your native operating system, that is Android and iOS. Now, just like a simple React app, you need to type default function app return view style within curly braces styles.container, then angular bracket close, angular bracket open, text style is equal to within curly braces styles.text. So you can imagine style is an object and those are its different properties. Actually, those are also objects. This container, text, etc. Then angular bracket close, hello expo, then angular bracket open slash text, tag is closed, then close the view tag, close the brace and close the curly brace. Now you write our style as styles const styles is equals to style sheet dot create method. We imported style sheet here. From here you can use the style sheet and style sheet dot create a style component. Within it, it has container and text. We have used this styles.container and styles.text. Within container, flex is equal to 1. Please remember that React use a flex design for display and its orientation is columnar, and it is from top to bottom. But for web design, the general by default orientation for our flex is row. This is the difference. Flex once means it takes as much space as it can. Then justify content, center, align items. Justify contents means main axis, along the main axis, that is top to bottom, and align items means cross axis, that is from main axis it is center, from align items that is cross axis also center. Background color is hash FFF. It is written in shorted version. Actually, it will be hash FFFFF, that is white. Text, font size. Please remember that there is no hyphen between font and size because it is JavaScript object. Font size object property. Font size, S is capital, it is in camel case. 24. Color is hash 333. It is same minimal notation of color, small notation of color. Save your changes and you should see the updated content on your device or emulator. Building and publishing. When you are ready to publish your app, you can use Expo's build and publishing tools. For more information, visit Expo documentation. That's it. You have set up Expo CLI, created a new project, and run your first Expo app. Thank you.